Hey everyone, it's the Nitty Professor, and it's time for another episode of Sock Mountain Project Chaos. Or maybe it's Sock Project Mountain Chaos. I'm not sure which, but I have this mountain of sock projects, and from time to time I just have to go through and see where things stand, because I work on them intermittently, and I have things like I have this label that goes to some beautiful sock yarn that has gotten detached, and I do kind of like to know what sock yarn I'm working with or have finished with. So we're just going to kind of see what's going on here and just assess where things stand. So here's a sock project where we have one sock with a heel. Okay, that having the heel done, that's very nice. This is a lovely yarn. Let me see if I can remember it. La Bien-Aimée. Nailed it. I got this one right. So this is a La Bien-Aimée sock yarn, which, well, some of these is to the point where I no longer remember where I bought them. It could have been in Georgia, it could have been Montreal. I'm not sure, but it is gorgeous. And now I'll have to associate this one with the tiger bag. The tiger bag I got at a department store. Might have been in, I don't know, a city. Might have been in Toronto. The bag is actually, it's a lot of fun. Some of these bags I enjoy looking at. Now, I don't know about you. Sometimes the zipper is a bit of an issue because the yarn catches when I pull it out. But I just live with it because, guess what? Tigers! Let me see what we have in here. This is the sheep bag. This is a bag by Emma Ball. I remember getting this in Sioux Falls. And this, yes, I've been working on this quite actively. So this is a gorgeous, would you call that an emerald green? In any case, it's a very rich blue-green, maybe a spruce green. And I diligently got the heel on this sock done. So I do my 3-wedge sweet tomato heel. This is kind of fun how it pulls. And we know, based on the label being available, that this is Living Dreams yarn. I got this on the internet. Colorway is Galilea. Now, sometimes I remind myself, it's nice to have socks that are one color, right? Because most of my socks are about 3, 5, 7, maybe 10 colors. Let's see. I think this is like a bubblegum color of yarn. This is a really cute bag, too, with the deer on it. And the bunnies. Probably got this at a fiber festival. Ooh, wow. I haven't looked at this in a while. I'm impressed. This is coming along. This is, I may have to measure it here. A lot of my bags come with a ruler magically. This ruler is 6 inches, so we'll see. We're at about 7 inches. I just have another 1.5 inches to go, and then I'll be finished with this sock, and I can start sock number 2. Crazy, but isn't that fun? See, that's what I mean about most of the colors of sock yarn that I pick. They're very multicolored. Now, of course, they are fun to wear. And the frequency with which I happen to luck into wearing socks that actually match, like my t-shirt or something. By the way, this t-shirt says "Right On" in Braille. My daughter is very kind to buy it for me for Christmas because she knows that from book 5 on, my novels have a blind protagonist. So she got me something that connects Braille and writing. Now, if that's not a thoughtful gift, there's no such thing. Okay, so that is, oh, I forgot. I got to assess the yarn. I got this at a fiber festival. Says Little G Life in the Long Grass Firefly. That's what we're being told here. So I have to assume that is right. I don't know if you are familiar with it, but it is very fun. Ari has been panting his head off. We were both outside in the 100-degree heat for a couple hours. And after I cleaned out the garage, I took him on a walk. And I'm not sure he's too thrilled about that. But he's cooling off. This is really, really fun yarn. I've been working on this one recently, but I'm frankly shocked at how little progress I've made on this beautiful yarn, which I got at Stephen B., which is Shelby Strings yarn. Shelby Strings. Maybe you're familiar. It's a beautiful sock yarn. Very, very well made. Colorway is Hoku. Zebra sock. Fingering weight yarn. So that is a lot of fun. maybe I could work on that one more today. There's one sock I'm missing. I don't know where in the heck it got to. It's orange. I really want to find it. It's Twisted Ambition sock yarn. Okay, here's one that I started not too long ago. This isn't the world's best project bag. Another good reason to go through these is, you know, things just get tangled and the needles start slipping out, and just have to make sure I'm not causing grave damage with my haphazard way of dealing with my sock project mountain. Long Mille Coloris socks and lace luxe. Now, to be honest, I am thinking, I don't know if I have something to measure with in this, but this looks like it's about ready for the toe. Well, I'm just going to have to, I kind of feel like this is about long enough for a toe. But isn't that pretty? Beautiful stripes. Really love it. Soft yarn. Got some glittery stuff in there. And the bag is fun. You know, the Hungarian. Now I have, in book 9, I have a Hungarian character too. Hungarian descent. It's a lot of fun to write about him. I haven't really done a whole lot with his Hungarianness yet, but yeah, there's still plenty of time, right? I can include him in multiple books too. We'll see how he goes over. My sister loves him. She's like, he's neurotic. I love neurotic characters. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Got a neurotic character. This one I made good progress with, to the point of finishing a sock. Look at that. I remember this yarn, this Laughing Cat. So what I need to do with this, which I forgot, of course, is start sock number 2. In fact, look what I have. I've got all the needles in there that I need in order to start sock number 2. I forgot what was in this beautiful La Dame à la Licorne bag, a finished sock that needs its mate badly. So in other words, this is probably, since I just finished a couple pairs of socks in the recent months, this is probably the one project that's the farthest along. No excuse. I got to start that second sock. Just love this label. I remember a couple of you guys were telling me that you know the dyer of this Laughing Cat yarn. It's wonderful yarn. Wonderful, wonderful. Has some alpaca in it, along with merino and nylon. So yeah, so I should put this on top of my sock project mountain. Here's one that I think I worked on this kind of recently. This is a fun bag. It's got bunnies and butterflies, and I think I got this at Marshall's. Marshall's has really cool cotton bags that are good for projects. Yes, I've been working on this fairly recently. This is a Stephen B exclusive yarn, probably knit about 6 inches on the top here, and I've got a couple to go. I do 8.5 for the shaft of the sock, so this one still has its label, so that's good. Yeah, black wattle yarns for Stephen B. I think it's cool. Stephen B can get yarn dyers, yarn makers to do special colorways. This one's called Muse, and special yarns just for his store. It makes it all the more special to go there. I really like it. Okay, so that one's coming along. I still haven't found my orange one. I want to find the orange one. I don't know where it got to. I was working on it like a week ago. It's like, man, I'm really close. Here's another one where I got past the toe, started the shaft on sock 1. It's always sock 1. But like I say, I have finished a couple pairs lately, so it could be worse. It could be worse. So yeah, we've got a little ways to go. This one has a contrasting toe and heel, but of course I forgot to use it for the heel. So that may end up being yarn for a leftover sock yarn sweater if I only do the toes in it. But it's called Puckapeds HT by the Alpaca Yarn Company. I got this in Colorado Springs. That I remember. Isn't that cute? Some of the labels are just, I always keep the labels no matter where the leftovers end up, or even if I finish them. I don't know. I just like to have this running record. If I ever do remember all of them where I got them. I remember like 2/3 of them, so it's not too bad. I'm kind of a yarn tourist. You guys know that about me. All right, what's in here? Oh, these are my gold ones. And this is one where I lost the label, which makes me a little mad. So this one, I'm very close to done, again, with sock number 1. I just adore, this is such a perfect sock yarn because of the wonderful twist and the stitch definition that I have, that it has. It's been really good to knit up, very easy to enjoy, but I lost the label. So I don't know. Maybe I'll put that in a separate lost label pile, because the label's going to be somewhere. Just a question of where. I'm going to have to figure that out. And I know it's not. I know this is not the label. This is detached from the yarn. And this yarn is detached from the label. Let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, I haven't worked on these in ages. I got this sock yarn in Bozeman, as I recall. Or maybe it was Coeur d'Alene. But in any case, yeah, I think it was in Bozeman. The glittery... forgotten what the yarn shop is called. You guys probably know it, right? The yarn shop in Bozeman. I've only been there once. But again, I should be turning the heel here anytime. That's a really cool colorway. And this one is by Western Sky Knits from Montana. And the colorway is Fairy Dust. Twinkle Sock Fairy Dust. Lots of fun. And I have the old-fashioned measuring tape in here. That's fun to check that one out. I don't know, I could see. Let's see, we'll just see. If it's 7.5 inches long, I've got to turn the heel. I feel like I'm a little bit short, but we're just going to find out since we have this baby right here. Get this straightened out here. Let's see. We are at... Oh, wow. Yeah, I would say it's time to turn the heel on that baby. It is 7.5 inches long, so maybe I'll put that in a separate pile too. Because that's like this really cool moment of, ooh, I got the foot done. Now I can turn the heel. And you just feel like you've made this tangible progress that is much harder to assess when you're in the middle of like the long, tall shaft or this kind of stuff. Now you guys probably do different sock patterns. I still just do the one because it works for me and I get so much hard wear out of my socks that I like to be able to depend on them. Okay, let's see. We're getting down to some, the last, here's a nice one that I got to the point of doing the shaft, and you can see it's kind of similar. It's like a brighter version of the La Bien-Aimée. Very vibrant purple and hot pink. Really like this one a lot in my crab bag. Really fun. I think I got this in Europe, if memory serves. And let's see what we got here. Foxglove. Yes, this is a Ching fiber. Yes, Ching. I've been working on these socks for a long time. And the bag is from Denmark, designed by Vanilla Fly. That's where I got that when I was in Copenhagen. I'm still toying with going to Europe this year, but I don't know. Now they're talking about all the biometric machines that measure you and fingerprinting, and the lines are super long. I don't know if I want to deal with it. So I might just go to Chicago. I don't know. Here's another one that I made great progress on, and I kind of went, I'll just work on something else. Another Ching fiber special. This one has snaps in it, which is a lot of fun. Again, wonderful colorway. I mean, it's just totally unique. This is the only sock that I have in this kind of orange with black naps and sort of pinky gray stripes with it. It's very, it almost feels like rag with those naps. It's a really nice sock yarn. So I need to keep working on that one. Made good progress, and then I was like, well, we'll just move on to a new pair. That's just the way I am. So this is called Donegal Sock by Ching. It's made in the UK. Yes, okay. Just sort of taking stock here, folks. Do you ever do that? You just kind of, like, if you have a lot of whips, you just kind of have to go through and just sort of take stock and see where things stand because they can get out of hand. What's in here? This is the yarn from Scotland that I got from my daughter, and I got the heel turned on that, so that was progress. So yeah, so we have a heel, and I kind of took some leftover British sock yarn that has nylon in it for the toe and the heel to combine with the 100% wool sock yarn because I didn't want to have an issue with the durability of the toe and the heel. So making good progress. Sometimes I have to count the wedges, because there was one sock where I made 4 on my sweet vanilla heel instead of 3, and it was kind of a mini disaster trying to fix it. But this one's good, right? I've got 3 wedges. I can see. Yep, 1, 2, 3. Great. We're doing okay on that. Just got to keep working on the shaft. I still have plenty of yarn left over for the toe and the heel. And the other reason I did that is because, to be honest, this is a small skein of the sock wool, so I definitely don't want to run out, and I don't think I will. Okay, and this is a fun porcupine bag, which I also pretty sure I got that in Scandinavia. Very, very cute, and it's not a porcupine. It's a hedgehog. It's a hedgehog. Now here's one I was working on last night. I just started turning the heel, and I finally got to the point where I can just start a wedge and stop in the middle, and I can still figure out where the heck I am. I love this bubblegummy kind of blue and pink yarn. It's a lot of fun to work with. And let's see, I do have the label. I have the label for the bag. Ha. Elizabeth Scarlet. These Elizabeth Scarlet bags are a lot of fun. Let me see if I can find the label for the yarn. Oh my goodness. Here's one that doesn't have the label for the yarn. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know, I don't think this is it, Isabel. I don't know. I don't have the yarn label for this. And I love this yarn. I'd love to be able to share with you, you know, what this yarn is. So I may have to set that one aside and see what I can do, because it's definitely not Elizabeth Scarlet yarn, but we can definitely admire the peacock bag. Just love that. My bag collection is starting to get out of hand. Let's see. I'm still not finding the, I'm finding something. I'm finding the orange ones. Yes, I love working on these, and I keep forgetting I have them in this bag. So this is kind of it's a blue and gold bag. It's got flowers on it. It's very nice. Let's see what it says. It's got some French stuff on it. La Fée. I don't know. In any case, ta-da! I found the orange one. This is from Twisted Ambition. And, ooh, I took this with me to the Minneapolis Writers Workshop, and one of the writers was making bookmarks for everyone, and so I took this one. She was handing them out. I took the B. I got the B. Let me see if I can hold it better so you can see it. Yeah. I think I'm like hypnotizing everyone. Yeah, there we go. Lots of bees in my yard now because we have clover. I'll set this aside. And there we go. Twisted Ambitions from Ross. Got this in Georgia. That I remember. It's called Fluorange. That's a great name for that because it's sort of fluorescent. Reminds me of orange sherbet, peach sherbet. Okay, I might set this one aside to work on because I was eager to get to the heel on this baby. Still haven't found where my one label goes. But in any case, of course, naughty me, I had to start a new pair of socks. So, this is another sock pair where I bought 100% wool from Mondim, and I've been struggling. Should I just trust that the wool will be okay for the socks? And in my last attempt to solve that dilemma, I went online and there were a bunch of Reddit posts, and they're like, yeah, Mondim is a great sock yarn, but my toes ripped on the first wear after I made them, and I was very disappointed. I was like, I don't want that to happen. So we are using this leftover Croy for the toes, and I don't know, I might have enough for the heels too. We'll see. I probably will. This is ancient. I made these socks back like 8 years ago. But in any case, here's the yarn for the main part of the socks. It's very squishy, 100% wool from Portugal, and I do like working with it. And yep, I was so excited that I had to start a pair of socks. They look kind of weird now with the Croy on the bottom and then starting with the Mondim, but once I get a few inches, then they'll make more sense. So I still don't know what happened. Maybe I finished the socks. I can't remember. So now I'll have to, my next step might be to just go through all my socks. In any case, thanks for participating, going on my little journey here, revisiting my sock project mountain. I'd be really curious if you have one. By the way, as a parting shot, I bought this felted knitted bag at the Red Rooster downtown on a whim, and it is kind of fun. It's a little bit tricky for a sock project bag because everything catches on the wool, but it's pretty nice, you know. It's All it is a felted knitted bag, and pilled. It's also pilled, and it's got fun colors. So, and it had the word rainbow on the label, so I was like, I gotta have it. So, in any case, I hope you all are enjoying knitting, whatever it is you're knitting, to distance yourself from the news, or maybe you're writing. Maybe you're writing on. We'll see. That's certainly what I'm doing, and I'm really enjoying it. Love to hear what you think about book 4. If some of you have gotten that one, got good reviews from the beta readers, so would love to hear from you. And yeah, I'll be coming at you soon with the latest news on the yarn that I made last night. So you guys take care. Hope your week gets off to a great start. Ciao.